So let's look how we can study off of pictures. The way we're going to do that is we're going to take a picture of the water cycle and we're going to edit it. Okay, so we go to LunaPic. So type into your browser www.lunapic.com. lunapic.com. lunapic.com. So go to lunapic.com and we click on Browse. Okay, and you're going to have this picture as part of the quest, water cycle. So we've loaded it. What we're going to do is we're going to just pixelate out the word evaporation. We're going to put some arrows to say, well, what is this upward movement of water from its liquid form into a gaseous form? So we go over, so underneath upload, you'll see some tools on the left-hand side. There's a square, rectangle tool, text tool, and then a scissors. So we click on the scissors. I'm going to click on those scissors and then draw around evaporation. So we've drawn around that. And now we're going to say effects. So I've clicked on effects on the bar up here. And the area I want is not outside, it's inside. So inside what I've drawn with the scissors. And the effect I want is pixelate. So now, second from the bottom, pixelate. Okay, so inside pixelate what I did with the scissors. And I apply the effect. Okay, so now we see we've pixelated out evaporation. So this will be good for our Anki card. Next thing that we want to do is go to Draw, and under Draw, we'll take the Paint tool New. So click on the Paint tool New, and I like the setting it's already on, the pencil setting. So keep that. I'm just going to draw a couple arrows and say, well, what is this that's happening here? Okay, so it'll draw our attention to it. Don't forget to say apply changes. So we apply the changes. Okay, so we've done two things to this image. We've pixelated it and we've drawn in arrows. Say, well, what is that action there? Now we're going to save it. Okay, so it's got saved to our downloads. Okay. And now we're going to switch over to Anki. So I've opened up Anki, and you maybe have it as default deck. I've got mine as General TK. You can see there's many subdecks, but I'm just going to put this in my general deck. So I go to my general deck, and I'm going to say Add. For the card type, you may have a different card type set, but we're going to do the card type Basic. And on the front, we'll put in, so if you'll notice, I clicked on the paper clip there. So on the paper clip, I'm clicking, and that's going to let me include, okay? So I don't want to include the JPEG for water cycle. That's going to go on the back, okay? So I'll go to my downloads, and in my downloads, that'll be what I want. So it's the image that I just edited, okay? So maybe I should have renamed it, but we know what it is. So there it is. There's that image I just re-added. Now we don't want to say add yet. I was doing that, and that's I wasn't getting my images in. So I don't say add, and I go down to the back, and once again I'm going to put an image, but this will be the one without the pixelation. Okay, so that was in Science Anki for me. Okay, you can put it where you want. So I put it in there, and now I've got the card the way I want it. Okay, so on the front, it will say, well, here's our diagram. What is this part where the water is going up? And then here's the answer. Oh, that's evaporation. Okay, so I should be able to add the card now. Okay, so if I close this, and then I go to Browse, I'll say, let's look at the cards that were added today. Okay? And there's one we just added, and it has the front and the back. Okay, and you're going to do that then 4 times. So you're going to do it with condensation, so you pixelate that. So start over in LunaPic, pixelate condensation, then precipitation, and then also please do transpiration, which you might have to look up to find out, but that's when the plants release water into the atmosphere, transpiration.